Welcome. My name is Keontae Zarn, and I'm here to give my speech on if you should buy the iPhone 6 or not. Well, to start off, most people know that the iPhone 6 just came out like a few, 2-3 weeks ago. And I myself, I am a owner of the iPhone 6 Gold, 16 gigabytes. And let me tell you that I love it more than I love the iPhone 5S, and that's pretty hard. Well, most people want to know if they should spend their money or not on the iPhone 5S. And then people want to say, well, because iOS 8 just dropped, which is the new software. But let me tell you some huge differences between the two phones that will make you might want to change your mind, and you might just want to buy the iPhone 6. Well, to start off, the shape of the iPhone 6 is more of a rounded. They took it back to the old school version of the iPhone 3. The iPhone 3 was more rounded though, but it was thicker. Well, now they changed it and most people, they liked the square version or the rectangle version of the iPhone 6, the iPhone 5S. But now with the iPhone 6, it's more rounded and it's smaller and thinner. It's the thinnest iPhone that they have had. They have said. And most people will be like, oh, it's too big because it's longer. Well, the screen is also different. The iPhone 5S, the screen diagonal-wise is only 4 inches and it's about this tall. Well, now with the iPhone 6, it's 4.7, and you can even see more. And if you just happen to like big phones, the iPhone 6 Plus is 5.5 screen wide. Well, that's some big difference. And well, they still use the same material, like it's still the aluminum. But now, instead of the iPhone 6 being square, and I said it was curved, it's more of a curved aluminum, where it curves into the glass, like the glass sits there perfectly fine on the phone. Unlike the iPhone 5S, where it was a square and you had to set it on it. So that was the glass, so that's how it broke more. And now the iPhone 6 screen is better, powerful, and it hasn't done anything. Let me knock on some wood just because. Well, a major difference between the two iPhones is that Apple came out with a new processor called the A8 instead of the A7. And the A8, let me tell you, is way faster than the iPhone 5S is. Has better things, better games, better graphics on the phone. And also now, with the iPhone 5S, it had the LTE bands. Like, you don't have a few of them. Well, now with the new iPhone 6, it has 20 of them. And let me tell you, it makes the phone so much faster. Like, if you were to compare the phones side by side, the iPhone 6 loads that much faster than iPhone 5S. It's a huge difference for most people to notice. Also, the battery life is one huge difference. Like, if you're a person that likes to play games, get on Twitter, get on Snapchat, text, call, get on the web, surf the web, let me tell you, the iPhone 6 is the phone for you because the battery lasts all day, especially for someone that, like me, I use the battery up a lot compared to the iPhone S, the 5S, where it ran out quick. I'd be in class, I'd be in my first 2 classes, and after I got out, I had like 30% left. Well, now when I get out of my first 2 classes, I have 80% left, and it's crazy. Helps a huge difference. Also, they changed it. With the iPhone 5S, you had the 16, the 32, and the 64 gigabytes. Well, now for the exact same prices, but better range, you have the 16, you have 64, and you have 128, where the 16 varies with the same 16 price. And now the 64 is the same price as the 32 gigabytes with the iPhone 5S. And the 128, which is double of the 64, is the exact same price. That's a huge help for people that have a lot of storage. Now, people have asked about the camera. Well, the camera is a huge difference. It has 38 more megapixels, and it has a barometer meter on the health app. So if you like to work out, the health it tells you the elevation, all that good stuff for people that work out. But let me get back to the camera. The camera is superb. I'm recording this actually on the iPhone 6 camera right now, but let me tell you that it is. If I record it compared to the iPhone 5S, it'd be completely different because the iPhone 5S camera is not as strong, and this has focus pixels on the iPhone 6, which is way out of this world better. Let me just tell you. Now, also with the new design of the iPhone 6, instead of the thing being on the top, the lock button, it's now on the side. Because since they didn't make it longer, they didn't make it where it's easily accessible. which is where I just click my thumb and it's there at all times and it's easier. Yes, it still does have the sensor motion and it does still use the same charger as the iPhone 5S, which is a good thing because if you had a lot of iPhone 5S chargers, now you have some more for the iPhone 6. But people do want a different thing. Well, now let me compare you to the talk time. You can talk up to 14 hours on the phone with the iPhone 5S, or no, the iPhone 6 and it'll still go. You can only talk up to 10 and your phone will be about to be died with the iPhone 5S. So the talk time is out of this world. Still does do the same as the iPhone 6 with the battery life. It helps a lot more. Now they have this thing called Apple Pay. So basically I can go up, there'll be a release either this month or December, and you just you scan your credit card pictures like this. Then you just take it and you hold the sensor button and you just take it to a cash register and you just hold it towards it and it will scan it and you hear a zzz on your phone and you realize that it has been paid for and everything went perfectly fine. And they're gonna start doing this at Walgreens, McDonald's, and a couple hundred other places just to have it start out to see how it goes, which is good for you. Also, the video is completely different. On the camera, as I take it back to the camera, you have the 1080 HP like you would on a flat screen TV right there in your hands compared to where on the iPhone 5S it was 720, which is still like a flat screen, but now this is the one that you can play all the new systems on, like the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Wii U. It helps a whole lot out. But I mean, I don't know if you can play that, but you probably could. They also have the Volt, which is VOLTE, which stands like Volt. But now, you know, when you're on the phone and you really couldn't surf the web or something, or you couldn't send text messages because it was going slow, or you have to do it over the Wi-Fi on the iPhone 5S. Well, now on the iPhone 6, you can do that. Everything goes the exact same speed. It's the same thing as if you're off the phone. But now you're on the phone talking to somebody. If you need to send pictures to that person or send an email to them, it goes right through, quick, fast, in a hurry. It's good. It's like UPS on your phone, and it just makes it faster. That's how the Volt actually helps. It's helped a lot of people in a whole bunch of conference meetings and everything. It's actually pretty surprising. The call quality, let me tell you, it is great. Right now I'm recording this video, you probably can't hear anything around me if people are in here, but it's fantastic. Like, the call quality is out of this world. You cannot hear anything out of nobody. And also, while I was recording this video, you have noise reduction. They put noise reduction onto the videos for the iPhone 6, which is now where you can hear nothing but what you are speaking to the camera. Also, people were saying that the iPhone 6 being